Hello, this is the LEGO Creator Expert Series Big Ben set, which features an entire wing of the Palace of Westminster, as well as, of course, Elizabeth Tower, which houses the namesake Big Ben Bell. This was a maddeningly repetitive build, with most steps iterated between 4 and 25 times a piece, and then repeated again. Many whole groups of sub-assemblies are either identical or nearly so. But this is exactly how the build needed to be to form such a faithful representation of the source material. The finished product is well textured and, in my opinion, looks equally good up close and from afar. It's also very substantive and sturdy. I've carried this whole thing around several times, including up and down a long flight of stairs, and I didn't feel at all nervous doing so. Most of the build is fairly hollow, but the walls are sufficiently thick and well interconnected. This is a great parts pack too, with, for example, 18 tan 3x3 cross plates, 30 gold minifig ski poles, 47 unprinted tan microfigs, 85 gold flowers, 102 trans black 1x2 plates, and 380 trans black 1x1 bricks, to name a few. All those transparent parts are unkind to your fingertips though, as they're polycarbonate, the stuff used in bulletproof glass. It's much harder than ABS and particularly sharp and unforgiving at their corners. The focal point of this model is of course the four-faced clock, which uses dishes that are printed on the opposite, convex side, black first and then the white backing. The hands are clever, a minifig ratchet over a box wrench, and they can be turned together by operating a knob on the back of the building. The mechanism isn't entirely smooth, and it's a bit of a shame that the minute and hour hands turn together, but you can manually adjust them independently to display different times. Above the clock is where Big Ben itself is housed, and it's barely detectable from the outside. You can remove the entire roof spire pretty safely though to reveal the small build inside. Another level up is a representation of the Ayrton light that frankly I don't agree with. The real thing is square while this is a round dome. Also, I was surprised to find no working light brick integrated here. Surely a set of this expense and stature deserves one. Speaking of stature of the build, it's good. I'm particularly happy that it ended up being a bit larger than the already sizable box that the kit was packaged in. In all, this is a very nice set that looks phenomenal on display. So much so that my wife and I have actually made a space to display it in our otherwise Lego-free living room. There are a few small things that I wish were different from the start, but they don't detract significantly from an otherwise very elegant, well-detailed, yet easy to assemble model. The whole thing just requires a good amount of patience, especially if you want all of the small details to line up well. I also very strongly recommend that you build this on a very hard and very flat surface, something like a glass top table. That'll help you make sure that parts that need to be perfectly parallel or perpendicular to each other will be so when you push them together. That's it for my look at this set, but please take a moment to share your own thoughts about it by leaving a quick comment down below. Thanks much for your time, and I'll talk to you again soon.